This is the Hayes Realty Real Estate Podcast. Hayes Realty is a team of former Big Five banking foreclosure specialists committed to helping homeowners win in the real estate market. Their knowledge of the foreclosure banking industry, combined with their deep understanding of the Southern California real estate market, have enabled them to meet the needs of many homeowners facing foreclosure. Here's the host of your show, Emmett Hayes.
What's going on, everybody? This is Emmett Hayes with the Hayes Realty Real Estate Podcast. Thanks for tuning in to another weekly segment. Today, we're going to talk about something near and dear to a whole lot of people, and that's credit. Before you start looking for a house, the first thing you need to do is make sure your credit is up to par. And if it's not up to par, there are a few things you can do to get it where you need to be. Credit repair is not really as difficult as you think. I know a lot of companies charge good amount of money to fix your credit and things like that, but you can do all of this on your own now. You don't need to pay money to fix your credit. You just need to know what you need to do. So I'm going to briefly give you a few pointers on how to fix your credit. First thing you do is you go online. You got 3 credit bureaus: Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. You can go to their websites, answer a few security questions so they can be able to identify you. And then once you're identified, you'll be able to dispute any of the negative items showing up on your credit. Now, when I say negative items, I'm talking about collections, late payments, things of that nature. And when you're disputing items, I would suggest starting with the oldest items first. So if you got things showing up on your credit from 5-6 years ago, dispute those items first. The actual creditors have 30 days to respond to your request or dispute. If they don't respond in 30 days, then it's an automatic deletion. That's why I say start with the oldest items first, because a lot of times they're passed on from collection agency to collection agency. And so they don't know what's doing what. And you request that and say, hey, I'm going to dispute this item. And they don't hit you back in 30 days, or they don't reach back out to the credit agency and give a response within 30 days. Then the credit agency just automatically sends out that letter and says, oop, removed. Now, sometimes you'll get a response back from the collection agency and they'll say debt verified as yours. And in that case, that means that everything's up to par with that collection agency and they are keeping good books on who owes what. And so the only thing you're going to be able to do then is settle. Now, when it comes time to settling, you have to be ready to pay the balance or the settlement amount in full right then and there. And now, here is a word from our sponsors.
Hey, this is Dr. Jarrett Patton. Do you need more positivity in your life? No matter what part of your life you want to transform, positive affirmations can help you achieve your goals. But sometimes making permanent changes can be difficult. Designed with you in mind, License to Live. Daily affirmations to rebuild your life will inspire and equip you to become the best version of yourself. License to Live. Daily affirmations to rebuild your life will set you on the path to changing your mindset, beliefs, speech, and ultimately your actions. You can change your life now by getting your copy at Amazon, Barnes & Noble, your finer book retails, or licensedtolive.com. That's licensedtolive.com.
Something smells good. EH3 coffee. EH3 coffee. Premium organic. Nothing better than waking up. EH3 in your cup. Premium organic. Nothing better than in the middle of your day. EH3 coffee. Premium organic.
EH3 Coffee at eh3coffee.com, or you can find us at walmart.com.
This is Dr. Jarrett Patton. You are listening to the Hayes Realty Real Estate Podcast.
So I wouldn't talk about settling with a collection agency until you got money to actually settle that day. A lot of times when you start talking settlement, that's when you start being able to get or pay off your debt for 50, 60% less than what you owe. You may owe $500. You tell the credit agency, oh, I got $100. Can we pay this off and consider it as debt paid in full with this $100? A lot of times, if you got the money right then and there, there's going to be a deal made. You may have to spend a little more than 50% of what you owe, or you may pay 50% or 60% less. It just really all depends. But either way, you're going to be able to pay that debt off. And then you make sure that collection agency gives you a letter stating that the debt was paid. You must get that letter, because if the item still stays on your credit, that letter will be easily sent in to the credit agency, and then they can remove the item just like that. Real simple. Now, one thing you need to do in order to increase your credit score is have positive trade lines. It's always best to have at least 2 positive trade lines. Now, when I say positive trade lines, I'm talking about credit cards that are showing in good standing, mortgage payments in good standing, car payments in good standing, paid as agreed, no lates, things like that. If you don't have any of those, then you'll have to either apply for a credit card, get that credit card, and if they say, oh, you were approved for $500, cool. It doesn't really matter about the approval amount. If you're approved for $500, then what you do is each month you spend $100 and then you pay off that $100. Spend $100, pay it off. You keep doing that for about 4 to 6 months, you will absolutely see an increase in your credit score. The other way to get a positive trade line on your credit is to be an authorized user of somebody else's credit card. Now, you have to make sure that whoever you are using or whoever you're attached to as the authorized user, that they too keep their credit intact. Because if not, it's going to show up on your credit report. Whatever they do is going to show up on your credit report. So you just want to make sure that if you're going to be an authorized user with somebody, it's somebody who also has good credit and keeps their credit in good standings. Lastly, you want to make sure that you keep all your credit balances under 50%. So if they say, oh, your credit limit is $1,000, you want to have less than $500 balances on your credit cards. Once you start going above 50%, that negatively affects your credit. But once you drop it down, you have a $300 balance, but you have $1,000 available. Things like that help to boost your credit score up. It's that easy. It doesn't take much to fix your credit nowadays, and you can do it yourself. So there it is, all in a nutshell. You follow those few things, you will see an increase in your credit score, and you will be able to get your credit right so you can buy that house that you like. Thanks for tuning in this week, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Till next time, we'll holla. If you need any assistance with your real estate needs, please give Hayes Realty a call. Whether it's going through foreclosure, have a notice of default assigned on your property, or you need to short sell your house, or maybe you had a death in the family and you need to sell that family member's house, give Hayes Realty a call. 1-800-217-0034.